right, Thor Dackow here. It's This Week on Blu-ray and DVD. Welcome back to another thrilling edition. We begin with Quentin Tarantino's homage to the spaghetti western Django Unchained. And this was a winner for Best Screenplay at the Oscars, courtesy of Mr. Tarantino. And Christoph Waltz picking up another Best Supporting Actor nod. Take a look.
Good cold evening, gentlemen. Amongst your inventory, I've been led to believe is a specimen I'm keen to acquire.
When I hear the trumpet sound,
What's your name?
I'm gonna rise right out of the ground.
Django. Then you're exactly the one I'm looking for.
Hey, stop talking to him.
Calm down. I'm simply a customer trying to conduct a transaction.
Last chance, fancy pants.
Oh, very well.
Oh! Does not end well for that guy, and you don't want to mess with Dr. Schultz in this one. And when I say Christoph Waltz got the nod, he, of course, won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. His second, his also was for Inglourious Basterds, another Tarantino movie. Now, this movie plays out in classic QT form with the pop culture music references and the ultra-violence and the witty screenplay and the great performances, courtesy there, of course, Leonardo DiCaprio. Kerry Washington also does a great job, and watch for Samuel L. Jackson chewing up the scenery, every one of them. Beautiful locations, wonderfully lit. My only complaint about Django was that it got a bit gratuitous, even for Tarantino standards. By the end of it, turned into a bit of a bloodbath, but it was sort of expected. It does rank out there with one of his better films, though, so don't miss Django Unchained. It's also jam-packed with bonus features on the old Blu-ray. Next, we're going to switch gears a little bit and talk about Hyde Park on Hudson, and this is Bill Murray as President FDR. This is kind of a cool little story where FDR in 1939 hosted the King and Queen of England for a weekend at the Roosevelt home at Hyde Park on the Hudson. It was the first ever visit of a reigning English monarch to America. Check it out.
No King of England had ever visited America before.
So nice of you to come. Mr. President, forgive me for not getting up.
So Franklin invited them here, to the country, where we could all relax.
Your mother has now told me for the 10th time not to call her Royal Highness Elizabeth.
Do you mind if I call you Elizabeth?
No. No.
It was just one of those.
Yeah, you know, the movie's got some cute moments, and the supporting cast is excellent as well, including Laura Linney and Olivia Williams, who I always loved in Rushmore. And Murray does a great job of channeling FDR. He brings his own sort of quirky flair to it. However, the movie sort of loses itself in the middle because it's never really sure to be a comedy or a drama. And to me, it got a little bit confusing in terms of the narrative. There are some great moments in it, although it needed a little bit of polish in the script department. And it kind of went for a darker vein when I wanted it to be a little funnier. That being said, though, some interesting roles here, and you know what, it's worth seeing for Bill Murray as FDR, but I can't really say Hyde Park on Hudson was a total home run. Next, we're going to talk about Antiviral, and this is from Brandon Cronenberg, the son of famous Canadian director David Cronenberg. This is a bizarre film about a futuristic society not too far down the road where people actually go and pay to get injections of live viruses harvested from sick celebrities so they can fulfill their obsessive desire to be intimate with their idols. Get a look at this.
Do you not agree that the mania surrounding celebrity is reaching an unhealthy level?
No, I don't. My clients want to feel more connected to those people that they see in the magazines and on television.
Enjoy. Man, you can really see the Cronenberg influence in this film. Now, I was a little bit on the fence about this for numerous reasons. The acting is phenomenal. Caleb Landry Jones, who I really enjoyed in X-Men First Class. Dynamite leading role here. Sarah Gadon is also the blonde there. She's a great up-and-coming Canadian actress. Malcolm McDowell has a small role in this one as well. Aesthetically, it's a beautiful film. It's very creepy, very dark, but it's narratively weak that the story kind of unravels, and there really isn't enough meat there, so to speak, in the film to really be satisfying, and it moves at such a methodical pace that I had trouble really getting into it. That being said, though, I think Brandon Cronenberg demonstrates that he's going to be a fine filmmaker, really following in the footsteps of Dad. If you like the creepy psychological medical thrillers, this one is for you, and worth seeing just to support a good Canadian director like Cronenberg, and you know, really paying homage to his dad there with this one, his first feature film debut. So that's Antiviral, kind of a creepy one. And we end things off just in time for Earth Day, which is right around the corner. We give you a lovely little film called One Day on Earth. And this is a fascinating project that a bunch of filmmakers did. They tasked amateur and experienced filmmakers to go all over the world and capture one day, October 10th, 2010. They amassed 3,000 hours of footage compiled in one feature film, takes you all across the planet and shows the daily lives of experiences that connect us all, basically. They also donated cameras to more than 95 UN country offices, which actually gave them intimate access to really remote places, including Papua New Guinea and the southern Sudan. So it's all put together and it shows you one life of all these various people in different walks of life, and it's all shot in beautiful, stunning HD. Just in time for Earth Day, that's One Day on Earth. Check that one out. Gorgeous visuals there. I'm Thor Dykow. That's it for this week on Blu-ray and DVDs. You can check me out anytime on Twitter @ThorDykow. Let me know what you thought of the flicks, and I'll see you next week.